England is fucked. Greetings, various people across the grand and mighty spectrums of time, and indeed the multiverse. I am Gordon Johans, and England is fucked. You know, I had this whole speech and spiel recorded, sort of attacking the left for its failure to understand the complexity of morality and that there are no grand plans and that everybody's just a fucking moron trying to do their best with a load of conflicting factors. But we don't need complexity and nuance at the moment, because we're fucked. We're fucked. I'm not talking about Trump. I'm not talking about somebody whose job is sit in a fancy house and haggle with Congress, right? The Republican Party are a load of cunts, and they are going to do a whole load of bad things to America. But the Republican Party is made up of a whole load of people, some of whom are moderates, some of whom lie to a certain extent to the left, some of whom disagree very much with each other on loads of different issues, and kind of a lot of them aren't actually completely dense to the point of suicidalness. Trump is a monster, and he is going to go into office, and one way or another he's going to make the history books, but Trump isn't why I'm making this video. This isn't about the alt-right either. This is about Theresa May. This is about the sham of a democratic system that we have in Britain. And yes, I am aware that the parliamentary system relies on voting for the local constituencies, and that therefore they decide who the new Prime Minister is, not us. I also know that the majority of people in Great Britain don't give a shit. They don't vote for a local representative as far as they're concerned. They vote for the party that'll get them the Prime Minister they want. And you might think it's unfair to take the stupidity of people into account when it comes to deciding politics, but people do take the stupidity of the electorate into account when it comes to deciding politics. That's why we have Trump, and that's why we have Theresa May and Brexit. Because people are stupid, and because people in power know that, and they know how to manipulate it. This is not a time for complexity and nuance and understanding of the complexities of life. No. This is good and this is evil, and this is England being royally fucked. Because I know what Theresa May is doing. When she struts about saying, oh yeah, we will fuck over the EU, we are going to do hard Brexit because fuck the EU, because basically what she's saying is, if Britain pulls out of the European Union, then the European Union could risk falling apart. And so therefore they need to be really kind to Britain, because then we'll come back and we'll, because there's already a strong movement against leaving the European Union, and because Theresa May is a Remainist, and so maybe, you know, there's a movement to join in and to reverse, and then she'll pass a second referendum, and the Tories can keep this thing juggling back and forth until the next election they can get passed as the party that will give you your chance to vote again. They will be so democratic, they'll give you 2 votes on the Brexit referendum, and then when we all decide, hey, this was a stupid idea, Theresa May can waltz right in and get the deal on the table that she wants, and she's fucking dreaming. Because to Angela Merkel, this is a fantastic, fantastic turn of events. Because, yes, half the country didn't like it. Yes, there were reports of yes, half the country voted against leaving the European Union. Yes, immediately after we voted to leave the European Union, people came out with regret saying, oh no, I voted to do it, I voted as a joke, I voted to teach them a lesson, and oh god, we've bloody done this, and people were Googling, what is the EU? What does leaving mean? Like immediately afterwards. And now even the UKIPers are against the European Union because they thought that somehow you can be that you can leave the European Union, leave the free movement of people, and you don't leave the single market. Well, Theresa May is saying that we're leaving the single market now, and I know what she's doing. She's trying to strut her stuff to play hardball, but she's not playing hardball. What she's doing is handing Angela Merkel a fucking victory, because we're gonna get fucked. We are gonna get fucked, because now Angela Merkel can close the door, can accept, can say, yes, alright, you want a hard Brexit, have a hard Brexit. Angela Merkel now has the perfect example to deliver to all the countries who are contemplating leaving the European Union. Because she now has a country that is crying out against leaving the European Union after it had voted to do so, after its Prime Minister had strutted about, bragging about a hard Brexit. Angela Merkel has now got the perfect case to present to all the countries thinking about leaving the European Union, saying, yeah, maybe you do want to leave the European Union. Maybe you do want to leave the single market. But look how much this country was crying when it had a privileged position, when it helped to found it, when it tried to play hardball. Look how they're crying now. Look how Great Britain, and in all its splendid glory, has broken apart now. She's got the perfect example now to present to all the European Union countries that aren't prepared to pull together. England is going to get shafted, and I say England quite specifically because Scotland is going to leave the United Kingdom, because Ireland has got a great deal of reasons why Northern Ireland has got a great deal of reasons why it might not want to join up with the Republic of Ireland, but it could very well reunify with the Republic of Ireland, because it's better that than economic suicide. And even Wales has got Plaid Cymru now, so it could just be England on its own with nothing, not even in any kind of economic deal. And you know what's scaring me the most? Kinda hard to negotiate terms on TTIP when you've got no fucking other option for trade. When you've pulled out of the European Union, when you've pulled out of the single market, when you have had the door slammed roundly on your face because you're the dissenter to be slapped on the knuckles. And you're the example of why you don't leave the European Union. We're screwed. We are roundly screwed. And it's not about Trump, and it's not about the alt-right, it's not about racism. Although that is going to spike, and we are going to have to deal with that. But that will be dealt with. What won't be so easily dealt with is the fragmentation of the United Kingdom, is the utter desolation of the British economy. We're screwed. And there was a cut there. There was a cut there because my mother screamed out, "It's illegal." Because she is worried that I'm gonna get called, that I'm gonna get arrested for pointing out some speculation as to the political realities, right? And my mother's wrong in this instance, but I can kind of see where her paranoia is coming from in this instance. Because Britain has got at its head, leading it, a party that is founded on the idea of fiscal responsibility, of having a strong military, the Conservative Party, austerity. And the Conservative Party have now roundly fucked Britain, have roundly fucked England. Oh, London might be okay. London might be okay, but just London. North of England's fucked. Middle of England's fucked. Fucking southwest of England is fucked. I mean, what do? Rename England to London. We're fucked. There is no coming out of this. There is no grand, happy recovery. Because you see, in America, they have this whole chain of command thing. They have Senate and Congress, and even if it's among your own party, doesn't mean that you'll necessarily get the votes you need, because people are elected into states and districts and what have you that have their own local policy issues. And you're not going to be very much good to the party if you get ousted from your seat because you voted on the wrong issue at the wrong time. And apart from anything else, they are, at the end of the day, human beings. They aren't going to vote to do something so politically suicidal. That's how the American system was founded. It was founded when Napoleon was marching around, right? Or about that era. It was founded at the time of the terrors and the Haitian Revolution. It was founded when revolution was a very terrifying thing. Very, very terrifying. And so they wanted to make sure it could not happen again. That it would not need to happen again. That nobody could be elected who would be so utterly horrible. That you can only turn that political dial so many degrees to the left or to the right at a certain time. There are limits to the damage that Trump can do in America. He can do terrible, terrible things, and these things will have ramifications across the world, but they can't fuck America over as roundly as Theresa May is fucking England over. So yeah, we're fucked. So I guess what this means is that I really don't give a shit what the left think of me at the moment, because at this point it isn't even about survival. Because survival in the long term is fucking grim. What it's about is being able to fucking sleep at night. Is not being such a wreck that you can't survive, but you can't do anything. It's about sanity. Sod survival, it's about fucking sanity. Hard Brexit. Hard Brexit under the Tories, with Angela Merkel just waiting to have the perfect test case to present to all the people considering leaving the European Union. We will be the example. Anyway, tomorrow I have to go and get another testosterone injection. So I'm gonna have a pain in the ass tomorrow after the revelation of this particular pain in the ass. Anyway, Rome Total War's still good. Nearly finished with The West Wing. Just begun the 7th series. Anyway, yeah. Don't anybody commit suicide, okay? Even if you are a fucking racist, fascist, bastard cunt. There aren't going to be many of us left by the time Theresa May is done with this country. So we'll need every last contribution to the gene pool. Goodbye. Thank you to all my Patreons at patreon.com for helping to make videos like this possible. If you wish to leave a like or dislike to rate the video for my analytics, that would be much appreciated. Comments are always welcome, though be aware that they will be moderated before being published, so please be civil. If you liked this video, please consider adding it to your favourites, sharing it to your friends, or subscribing. If you wish to help me out, or my channels, Please consider whitelisting my videos in your adblock software, subscribing for monthly donations through Patreon, or giving a small one-off donation. Alternatively, I have a Steam wishlist for games I would consider Let's Playing or streaming, so if you would like to see me broken before the Dark Souls altar, or just happen to have gotten a duplicate of a game in a humble bundle, then you know what to do. I also have an official Facebook fan page, Twitter account, Tumblr, Reddit and blog, so you can stay up to date with all of my videos, blog articles and the things I care about. Links are in the video description. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I think that all that now needs to be said is ban all guns, institute universal basic income now, and ensure government is elected by proportional representation. Oh, and also, fuck the racists and fuck the alt-right.